What is up? What is up, YouTube? I swear, as soon as I turn this thing on, the rooster starts chirping and the dog starts barking and the beat starts shaking and the next thing you know, I want to kill a mother. Anyway, check it out, man. At 53, Dame Dash reveals about Jay-Z. Y'all know I've been doing a lot of research and trying to dig things up and everything, even on different platforms. And I've been recovering some stuff, man. A lot of stuff that I'm recovering, man, I'm not even putting in. I haven't even started putting together my whole thing about Puffy and his school, some of the stuff Jay-Z has done. And, you know, I guess I'm a professional conspiracy theorist now, man. So I've been revealing some of the stuff, and I gotta say shout out to Dame Dash, man, because it ain't all about money. Because some money, if somebody gonna pay you $1 million and you know you're doing some nasty, terrible things, and at the end of your nasty, terrible thing you're doing, you get paid your money. Would you still do it when you know you hurting a lot of people, but you want the money anyway? That's what happened with slavery, man. They was selling people like, here, I go capture some people and trick the people. Here you go, just give me that money. Yeah, that's terrible. Anyway, y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, man. Let's check this bad boy out. Here we go.
Get my money up. I don't give a what Jay's doing, to be honest. But when he come with my money, that's when I be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, enough is enough. We're grown men, we supposed to be gangsters. Like, I was like, I thought we was different, you know? Like I said, me and homeboy was both getting at her. It was like one of us is gonna win. And I won.
Jay-Z's already got 99 problems. Jay-Z innocent till proven guilty based on the recent allegations.
Jay-Z has been a crook for a long time. He grew up in a toxic environment.
Hey guys, Uncle Mike here with big news. YouTube has changed my life, and now it's your turn. See, Uncle Mike was tired of being broke after every payday. So I decided to do something about it. So I invested over about $9,000 in YouTube courses and online coaching. Man, I was determined to change. But guess what? None of these systems gave me the one-on-one coaching that I needed. So I created my own YouTube course with the help that you need to make sure that you succeed. If you're ready to learn and you're not afraid to put in the work, you too can make a real change. Sign up now and Uncle Mike will send you the 4 videos that got me started. 100% free. Click the word more below and look for our YouTube growth system. That's our course. Now, let's get back to this video.
At 53, Dame Dash is finally revealing the untold stories behind his relationship with Jay-Z, lifting the veil on their once thriving partnership and the dramatic fallout that followed. From launching Jay-Z's career to building Roc-A-Fella Records together, Dash reflects on their rise to fame, but also the tension and betrayal that fractured their bond. In this candid revelation, Dash exposes the business moves, personal rifts, and power struggles that led to their split, shedding light on his perspective of their tumultuous journey. As Jay-Z has become an untouchable mogul, Dash takes us inside the tension, betrayal, and ambition that ultimately tore apart what was once a powerful alliance. It's an exclusive, unfiltered look into the high-stakes world of hip-hop. At 53 years old, Dame Dash, one of the co-founders of Roc-A-Fella Records, is not holding back. Known for his brash personality, independent spirit, and deep connection to hip-hop culture, Dash has spent years reflecting on his tumultuous relationship with Jay-Z, the business mogul who helped define their shared success. In a recent interview, Dash finally sheds light on his side of the story, offering a no-holds-barred account of his time with Jay-Z and how their partnership unraveled.
I honestly, like, unless he's my money up, I don't give a what Jay's doing, to be honest. But when he's with my money, that's when I be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, enough is enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I already walked away from the block, leave me alone. But I don't, you know, like what's going on now is like interesting to know what's gonna happen and like everyone's interested. But other than that, I never really cared what he was doing. I really don't.
How is he messing up your money?
You know, like if I'm trying to sell something, him and his lawyers, Alex Shapiro, putting a false lawsuit on me, like, you know, like that, devaluing anything that I have or trying to sell. But, you know, or even down to like, we were selling Rockwear, right, for like $400 million or whatever. I was gonna make $40 million. And right before Tommy Hilfiger signs the papers, he makes an announcement saying that he's not with Rockwear, that he's only with 𝗟𝗡𝗞𝗦. The whole shit up. And I just feel like he did that only because I was gonna make $40 million. Like he just couldn't see, like they get so mad if I'm gonna make money off them. Like every time I could have made a really big check, he's always stepped in and intentionally it up. Every time.
Dame Dash's rise to prominence is inextricably linked to Jay-Z. Together, they co-founded Roc-A-Fella Records.
This seems to me, to be honest, man, okay, you and I, let's say me and you, yeah, I'm talking to you. You and I, we had business together and then we had a falling out. Do you seriously think that if I'm making millions and millions of dollars and you making $500,000, then I'm going to turn around and want to make all the millions and make sure you make zero because we had a falling out? Does that sound fair? I'm going to make sure, I'm going to do everything I can to make sure you, whatever business you try to do without me, I'm going to make sure that it don't do good. That's what it sounded like he just said. Jay-Z is making sure anything somebody else does that's not on his team is not going to be, I want to be number one and number uno, period. That's not a good thing, man. That's not a good thing to do.
Every time.
Dame Dash's rise to prominence is inextricably linked to Jay-Z. Together, they co-founded Roc-A-Fella Records in the late 1990s, an independent label that revolutionized the music industry. The two came together with a shared vision to create their own platform and break free from the industry's traditional power structures. Dash's hustle and Jay-Z's lyrical genius made for a powerful partnership.
He was making enough money that he felt he didn't need to rap anymore. But that changed and he eventually connected with some guys across the East River in Harlem, New York, around the year 94. They were a group of young hustlers who went by the name Best Out. It included Dame Dash, Kareem Biggsburg, and a few others who used to throw parties at venues in the city. Dame Dash, a Harlem native, was advised to link up with Jay-Z by DJ Clark Kent because he was managing a few up-and-coming hip-hop acts at the time. After the introduction was made, the two sparked it off right, as both were young entrepreneurs building a name for themselves in the industry. Dame brought in Biggs, and the plan was to take the marketing savvy that they used with Best Out and apply it to music. The three agreed to launch Roc-A-Fella together in the late 94 or early 95, with Biggs being the silent partner and Dame and Jay being the most visible. Jay got to work and started recording his debut album set to drop the following year in 1996. With a singles-only deal by Payday Records, a small label, Jay had been turned down by most of the major labels at the time.
Their journey was not without struggle. When Jay-Z's debut album, Reasonable Doubt, failed to get signed by major labels, it was Dame Dash who believed in him and decided to create Roc-A-Fella. Their commitment paid off with the success of Jay-Z's albums, especially Hard Knock Life, which catapulted both the label and their careers into the stratosphere.
Ain't No was the highest charting single at number 50. Def Jam's move to add on the singles to Naughty Professor basically saved it. The album went on to sell 420,000 copies in its first year of release, making Jay a force to be reckoned with in hip-hop. Seeing the success and a buzz around the first album, Def Jam signed Jay to a 50-50 multi-million-dollar distribution deal in 1997 with his Roc-A-Fella imprint. Def Jam bought half of the label for $1.5 million, leaving Jay, Dame, and Biggs the other half. It was on from there on. The trio's hustle had finally paid off, and they had found their purpose in life. Jay released his next 3 albums, In My Lifetime Volume 1 in 1997, Volume 2, Hard Knock Life in 1998, and Volume 3, Life and Times of 𝗟𝗡𝗏 Carter in 1999. All three of those albums included hit records, and he also made guest appearances on Biggie's posthumous album, Life After Death, that raised his popularity as one of the biggest rappers in the country and made Roc-A-Fella a label to be reckoned with. Dame knew how to capitalize on Jay's powerful momentum, and in 1999, Dame organized the legendary Hard Knock Life Tour, which featured a lineup of Hove, DMX, Method Man, Redman, and Beanie Sigel, Memphis Bleak, Ja Rule, DJ Clue.
As Roc-A-Fella expanded, so did the tension between Dame Dash and Jay-Z. Although they built a multi-million-dollar empire, their contrasting personalities began to fray their relationship. Dash was known for his bold, sometimes abrasive manner.
Damn, after all that work to get that big, your Lord tail still think that you can do it all. I can hire people to do what my boy was doing because he taking too big of a cut. But that's your boy. How in the world money, you get that big? You get that big and money make you want to, oh my God. Redman never got into that mess. Man, F y'all, I'm just gonna rap, pay me my money, let's go to the next thing. Redman, that's my man right there, man. Never wanted to live the rich and famous looking life, you know, with all the bling bling and all the cars and stuff. Yeah.
Beanie Sigel, Memphis Bleak.
Beanie Sigel was a beast, young. I put him way better than Jay-Z, to be honest. Jay-Z spit every now and then, but Beanie Sigel and all them, man, God. Crack a 40 when the sun go down, it's gonna be a cold winter. Whatever, like, I don't know. My boy spits. He spits, young.
Ja Rule, DJ Clue.
As Roc-A-Fella expanded, so did the tension between Dame Dash and Jay-Z. Although they built a multi-million-dollar empire, their contrasting personalities began to fray their relationship. Dash was known for his bold, sometimes abrasive management style, while Jay-Z took a more calculated, professional approach. The difference in their temperaments led to growing friction.
My main objective was to take over the whole entire planet. I made a conscious decision to take over the world. I like to spend all kinds of money. I like the dollar, I like the euro, I like the pound, I like the franc pause.
Dame Dash is the ultimate hustler. He could sell sand in the desert, water to a fish, and famously convinced Adam22 to give him $500 for a haircut, despite not having a hair on his head.
That sounds like a pretty expensive haircut, considering all he really needs a bic. I could have done it for free.
But Dame Dash was always a neighborhood finesser, starting his business career way back as a youth when he actually had hair. As a young boy, he made money any way he could, from sweeping up hair on barbershop floors to delivering newspapers. And apparently, being so young with more money than all of the adults around him is what fostered that nasty arrogance that Dame Dash is so famous for.
Having more money than people older than me made it where, you know, it made me kind of arrogant because they didn't have anything that I felt I didn't have, and they were living a square life. So I definitely think it gave me a certain mentality.
I mean, just imagine how demeaning it would be to have a 14-year-old Dame Dash calling your grown ass out for being broke.
But is $100,000 money?
It's money.
Not to me.
But you can't do.
Not to me.
But as time went by, Dame Dash made a name for himself in Harlem as an entrepreneur and hustler.
While Dash thrived in the fast-paced, hands-on world of entrepreneurship, Jay-Z started to focus more on long-term business ventures, aligning himself with bigger corporate interests. Dash, however, was committed to maintaining independence and avoiding what he saw as the corporate trap that Jay-Z seemed to embrace. Roc-A-Fella wasn't the only brand Dash and Jay-Z built. Roc-A-Wear, the clothing line they launched in the early 2000s, became a staple in hip-hop fashion. Dash's entrepreneurial mindset helped elevate the brand, while Jay-Z's star power brought in a broader audience.
All were under the Roc-A-Fella imprint. In the year 2000, a young Chicago beatmaker, Kanye West, started producing for artists on Roc-A-Fella Records as an in-house producer. While Jay and Roc-A-Fella, the label, was getting bigger in the music scene, he started noticing the power of his influence amongst his fans, from the clothes they were wearing to the preferred alcohol beverages that was being imitated by the audience. Jay and Dame saw an opportunity to get into the clothing business, following the model of Russell Simmons with his Fat Farm brand. The idea actually came about around 1987 but it wasn't launched till later on in 1999. Jay was quoted as saying, "I will make records and talk about various clothing brands, and I started noticing that I was selling a lot of clothing for these companies. I would go to them and they kept turning me away. I don't think they understood the amount of clothing I was moving for them."
In addition to Roc-A wear, Dash made several other business moves, including film production and marketing ventures. His influence expanded beyond music, positioning himself as a mogul in his own right. However, Jay-Z's ambitions began to diverge. As Dash pushed for continued independence, Jay-Z aligned with Def Jam, taking on a corporate role that Dash felt was a betrayal.
He brought in the now fashion giant 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗞𝗦, who was just a 21-year-old British singer looking to bridge into the fashion world at the time. With Roc-A-Fella for financial backing and distribution, the 21-year-old Ronson was able to concentrate on the creative aspect of the business. In the year 2000, Rockaway signed a deal with Midway Games and PlayStation 2 to design clothing for the Afro Thunder character from the popular video game Ready to Rumble. Another branding opportunity came with the early 2002 release of the new film State Property with Beans. The film featured the State Property line of Rockaway, and Beans got a piece of the deal. Beans and the State Property crew wore the outfit in the film, and while performing, Dame was working. By mid-year 2002, him and a crew flew to Paris, shooting an ad campaign featuring the new State Property line and Rockaway's other apparel. Models, State Prop, and former Spice Girl Victoria Beckham shot on locations around the legendary City of Lights in a campaign Dame hoped would appeal to the European consumers. Dame was dreaming big and wanted to conquer the international scene.
By 2004, it was clear that the bond between Dash and Jay-Z was on the verge of collapse. Jay-Z's growing aspirations at Def Jam, combined with his desire to retire from music and focus on business, marked a turning point. The final straw came when Jay-Z allegedly interfered with a significant Roc-A wear deal, which Dash claims cost him millions of dollars. Jay-Z's decision to focus on his solo career and business ventures, while distancing himself from Dame Dash, became the catalyst for their split. Despite the personal and professional tensions, Dash never completely severed ties with Jay-Z, but the partnership that once fueled their rise to the top was no longer sustainable.
Where'd you get this piece?
Where'd you get this piece? Нельзя, потому что проблема будет у нас. Yo, Dang, you gotta bring that back, yo. We don't get it.
Also, Beans was going through his legal issue with the gun case, so there was a lot of bad press with Roc-A-Fella at the time. Def Jam is now trying to figure out how to separate Jay from Dame, as they see him as somebody who they couldn't work with anymore because of his temperament. The last straw was when Dame found out about a meeting at Def Jam's offices about Jay that he wasn't a part of. Dame decided to head up there, where he berated everybody in the office.
Should have called Dame and Dash and said, "You want the whole thing to hear it? Keep the door open. I don't give a Y'all should have called Dame and Dash, made sure I was privy to it, and made sure I was CC'd or whatever. You don't send an email randomly at 10:30 at night or whatever it is at night, the day we all had awake. That don't fly right. That just and on another level, it's not for y'all to go. Y'all do not control any of my artists. That's why I'm asking questions. Everybody looking dumb in the face. So what was we doing? What was we talking about in terms of Jay? Let me know.
Just let you know right here. That lets you know right there. And they sitting there being quiet. Everybody knows the elephant in the room. Think about it. If they done, you supposed to be one of the top dogs, and they done did a meeting without you. That's letting you know right there, man. They about to cut you out. You know that's about to happen. It's a chess move, cuz you got to make a whole new move. You know what's happening. You can't stop it from happening. Come on, Dame. Everybody need to know that, man. I know when a move about to happen. I know when a move about to happen. I'm like, damn. So you gonna talk them out of the move? When a real move about to happen, these are real people. They worrying about they self. When that move about to happen, what you gonna do? Try to talk them out the move? Or you gonna counter move? A real street dude, a counter move.
That's why I'm asking questions. Everybody looking dumb in the face. So what was we
They looking dumb in the face because they ain't trying to let you know.
One of the most significant moments in their fallout was Jay-Z's transition to Def Jam. Taking on the role of president, Jay-Z essentially positioned himself as a key player in the corporate music world. This move was a major shift in the landscape of hip-hop, as Jay-Z became more of a businessman than an artist. Dame Dash, meanwhile, was left on the sidelines, watching as his former partner embraced a world of big money deals and corporate maneuvering. Dash, who had always prided himself on his independence, was not eager to follow in Jay-Z's footsteps. Instead, he attempted to maintain his own label and business empire, but the challenges became overwhelming.
It's also been said that around this time, Jay began to have a lot less admiration for Dame Dash as a business mentor, saying in a 2009 XXL interview that he believes that Dame Dash is good at starting something, but constantly gets in his own way, suggesting that Dame Dash just doesn't know how to behave in the professional corporate world. Oh, come on, Jay. I mean, sure, Warren Buffett knows loads about building a successful conglomerate of corporate businesses, but can he move like this? Essentially, Dame was running around constantly causing messes that Jay had to clean up after Dame had been such a dash hole. And from there, Jay began to rely more on his former accountant John Minnelli and record exec Steve Stout for business support. This, combined with Jay-Z's ambition to retire after his final album, The Black Album, and become a full-time business executive, would be the death knell for his partnership with Dame Dash. When a drunken Dame Dash was interviewed in 2004, he seemed to have an inkling that Jay-Z was about to spread his wings and go independent.
So what's going on with you and Jay and everything right now?
That's my man, you know, he's doing his thing, Jay's doing what he do, you know, he got his 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗏, probably do a record label or something, you know, we love Jay, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, Jay's an independent individual, that's what I breed over at the Roc. He's a product of the Roc. Go fly your wings, Jay, I'm with you, you know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
That's my man.
But nothing could have prepared him for the Inception-level finesse that he was about to be subjected to.
Jay-Z's departure from Roc-A-Fella Records was a defining moment in their professional relationship. It wasn't just a business move, it symbolized a deeper ideological divide. Jay-Z's desire to align with major corporate interests was at odds with Dash's commitment to maintaining control and independence.
And at this point, Jay-Z was offered the role of president of Def Jam in a $30 million deal that would pay him $10 million a year over 3 years.
One of Dash's most outspoken criticisms of Jay-Z is his business-first mentality. Dash points to Jay-Z's handling of Roc-A-Fella and other ventures as evidence of Jay's willingness to prioritize financial gain over personal loyalty. According to Dash, Jay-Z's actions cost him millions, especially after Jay allegedly interfered with a significant business deal, which Dash believes was motivated by jealousy or a desire for more control.
The shit he did with Rockwear, that was dirty. You remember when Jay was wearing the dress shirts all the time? So when you order, you have to order like a year ahead of time. And then it went out of style and we ended up with dead stock and having to sell it off price. We lost, and now it's devaluing the company. I'm investing in different brands, and Rockwear be the umbrella, but they did not understand that. So we taking losses there because we starting companies. We took the losses with the dress shirts. So now it's going down and I'm arguing with them and I'm like, yo, sell my interest, man. I just want to go. We were about to sell it to Tommy Hilfiger for like, you know, $450 million. So I would walk away with like $40 million. Right before we close, your man makes an announcement that he's launching another brand. That's 𝗟𝗡𝗏. So it devalued the brand and they left. If Jay's not a part of it, we don't want it. Every time we be about to sell it, he would do that would devalue it. It seemed like it was intentional. Why do you keep doing that? Obviously, you don't want me to get no money.
Dame Dash believes Jay-Z prioritized business over loyalty, especially regarding R. Kelly. He was deeply hurt that Jay worked with R. Kelly despite knowing about his relationship with 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗏, whom Dame was with at the time. This betrayal led Dame to distance himself from Roc-A-Fella and their ventures. He views Jay as someone who made choices for personal gain, even at the expense of friendships. Dash's refusal to sell his share of Roc-A-Fella was a symbolic gesture of independence, but it also left him at a disadvantage as Jay-Z's career continued to soar. Dash's inability to keep up with Jay-Z's corporate moves eventually led to the decline of his own ventures.
Did Jay know about what he did to Aaliyah?
Did he know that everybody knew R. Kelly married Aaliyah at 15? Everybody knew that. So was the conversation had like, yo, how you gonna go and do something with this dude? Hell yeah, that conversation was had. Hey, you think I'm soft? Oh, like I'm punk? That didn't happen. I was like, yo, how you gonna do a project with a girl? We had the conversation. Why would you still someone that with your girl? Would you still do anything with that person? So why would anyone expect me to? Like, that's what I don't understand. I'd be like, yo, people be like, why? What? Isn't it? just that alone. There's a lot of other shit. But that alone was like the nail in the coffin for me. I was out of there. I was gone. Trust me. After that, I don't want to be nowhere near. I knew that shit was gonna blow up. I didn't want no parts of that shit. Like I was like, I don't want no parts. That's not good money. So I was done with him for that.
How did Jay respond when you confronted him about it?
You know how he is. It's like, I ain't nothing to do with that.
Recently, Jay-Z has been facing renewed scrutiny over allegations of paternity involving a son named 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦. The ongoing legal battle has intensified public interest in Jay-Z's personal life. While Jay-Z has yet to address the matter directly, Dash's remarks suggest that there is more to the story than meets the eye.
What's Jay-Z hiding? Now look, everyone should just be demanding to go take a paternity test every time someone comes forward to try to get some money. I understand the rights of Jay-Z's. However, it looks like his lawyers did everything they could to avoid it and to lie about it, and now there may be actual fraud at play. And that's where I take umbrage, because we need to take him for the benefit of the doubt, right? Jay-Z, apparently give him some credibility. But if it's proven that he's lied in the past regarding lawsuits, that's not going to help his case. At least it's not, in my opinion. Let's go through what this man is alleging. Okay, so renewed calls to confirm the paternity of his illegitimate son is another legal blow the rapper is now facing. Record executive, real name Sean Carter, has been named in a civil lawsuit, as we know. He has now been dragged into an ongoing legal tussle over the paternity of 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦, who has been a decades-long fight to prove that the rapper is his biological father.
One of the most striking aspects of Dame Dash's comments is his observation of how the public has treated Jay-Z throughout his career. Despite his success, Jay-Z has managed to maintain a largely untouchable reputation. However, as Dash points out, recent controversies have begun to unravel that image. The public's sudden shift in scrutiny of Jay-Z, particularly regarding his legal and personal issues, marks a departure from the leniency he's historically enjoyed. Dash's reflections underscore the complexities of Jay-Z's public persona and the challenges he now faces in maintaining his image as a business mogul and cultural icon.
I think this might be the last Super Bowl overseen by Jay-Z.
Declare that in the name of Yeshua. Is next.
There's a whole lot of people in the industry whose names are going to come out.
I never stuck my cock in the box, but damn if I ain't open Pandora's box. They try to slander your man on CNN and Fox. My Miranda don't stand a chance. Cop.
I think he began to feel the pressure because people were saying my age, the age thing. She was 15, 14, and after a while that gets to a person. The Jay I know, the Sean I know, never comes out of character.
The people love Jay-Z so much and have so much respect for him that I just don't see people latching onto it and approving it and turning Jay-Z into a joke the way that they've done with Diddy.
While Dame Dash and Jay-Z's relationship has been marked by conflict, it's impossible to deny the massive impact they had on hip-hop culture. Roc-A-Fella Records was a revolutionary force in the industry, shaping the sound, style, and success of a generation of artists. Even as their paths diverged, the legacy of Roc-A-Fella continues to define their careers.
I mean, the thing that what we built, no time or space, right? No matter how many years I ain't seen him, love is still there, because, what we've done was, forever be, stamped in history. Like we created something that's gonna go down forever. So it's I can only have love for Dame.
That's nice to hear.
That's crazy.
I just don't know, where we are in our life. Are we the same two young men at that time, or will we gel in that way? We're two different people.
You never cross paths? People never try to...
No, I haven't seen him in a while.
Do you ever, because there's been so many news stories about stuff that he's dealing with. Do you ever feel bad that it ended the way it did, or that maybe his situation didn't turn out to be as good as your situation?
I have a thing about, in life, I can't control everything. I can't control the things in life. Of course, if you see someone going through problems, but I have ultimate confidence in him that he'll find his way, because he's an amazing and really smart guy, and he's a I almost said ultimate hustler.
Dame Dash's revelations about Jay-Z provide a unique window into the complex dynamics that shaped the trajectory of hip-hop. Their partnership was fueled by ambition, but it was also marred by ego, betrayal, and diverging visions for the future. At 53, Dash's reflections reveal a man who has moved past the pain of the past, but still carries the weight of what was lost in his relationship with Jay-Z. As both men continue to shape their legacies, the story of Roc-A-Fella serves as a reminder of how ambition, loyalty, and business can both build and tear down empires. So what do you think? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more updates, and hit that bell so you
hit that bell. I want to stop this thing right there because I already see one of the next videos that I want to do right there. So long story short, man, Dame Dash is a stand-up guy. When I say stand-up guy, that means I'm not gonna make money off of somebody else's pain and suffering. I'm gonna make money off of somebody else's gain in prospering as well with me. I'm never gonna try to make money off of, I don't know, somebody selling their body and I'm making money. That's whack. That I don't even want to think of that way. Somebody is being hurt in any kind of way and I make money. I don't even want to think that way. So Uncle Mike gonna get on up out of here, man. I got a lot of things on my mind when I get back into the States. We about to start making some moves. If you're interested in learning how to make money online, man, that is the key to the future right now. It's making capital online. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out.